we have the best new One Piece starter decks that you could buy right now. And we're gonna be opening up each and every one of these decks, starting with starter deck 23 all the way to starter deck 28. And I also have the player's guide with some of the best tips to turn these A-tier winning decks to S-tier meta top tournament winning decks. Let's open them up. We have to start off with starter deck 23, the one and only Shanks. Look at that. We got the whole deck and a booster pack. Now, the question is, when it comes to these OP11, this is the new set. Can we pull any fire off of this? Already, this booster pack is worth it. First starter. We're going in straight for the fire. Damn, the fact that you get a booster pack already makes this worth it. And we hit Barcelino and Kuzan. All right, nothing too good there, but of course what we care about is the starter deck right over here. Little hack, there's a little slit right there that makes it buttery smooth rip. Look at that. Mint condition Shanks. If you guys don't know what this Shanks is about, the playstyle is super aggressive. If you like to hit hard, look at the Utahs. Damn, we got ourselves two of the Utahs and Shanks himself, the 9-drop. Oh my gosh, they only give you two of them. So in order to build the whole deck top tier level, you're gonna have to pick up two. If you wanna make this into a S tier deck, ooh, there's some very good cards you could add in here. You could add the Otamas from the premium collection. You could even add the old starter deck Whitebeard himself. And of course, if you don't know, there's some 10-drop Shanks that you could get that could also make this into a top tier meta winning deck. Yasop is a must. Very good cards here. Not gonna lie, very good. We're moving through this, guys. Lucky Rocks. Yup, this is a aggro style where you're gonna be manipulating your opponent's power to do some top tier moves. Looks like we get some extra cards and 10 Dawn. Yup, definitely get those to power it up. If you guys don't know, this one is super control. If you like to slow your opponents down and control the state of the game, and if you love the waifus, this is a must grab. And if you don't know, you also get a cool rule book if you don't know how to play, which is also a cool playmat, but we don't care about that because we got our sick 4 Emperors playmat. And we got another booster. The fact that we get a booster, guys, makes it so much worth it. Here we go. Come on, give us a good hit. There's some cool cards that you could add from OP11 into your decks to make them very good as well, guys. We got ourselves a leader, a prince, and let's crash the wedding. So far, I haven't been able to hit good off of the starter decks. And we opened up a good amount of these live, guys. There's the trick. You gotta use the technique right there. Boom. To get that buttery smooth rip. The leaders are beautiful. I honestly think this is worth getting graded. Look at that beautiful Bonnie, guys. Oh my gosh, the leaders alone are worth collecting. And Captain Kidd. This one, guys, this deck, if you want to make it into an A-tier deck, you gotta add yourself the 1-drop Bonnie and Law and Beppo, dynamic duels from some of the best captains in the game. Of course, you only get 2 of those holo cards. That's what makes the deck so worth it. And we're going in with all the best green cards from the starter deck. A lot of unique cards in here. And if you want to make this into a S tier meta winning deck, guys, look, it even gives you U-Rogue. That guy's so good. Honestly, pick 2 of these up and you're set for a big W at the tournaments. But of course, according to the player's guide, with all the super tips from some of the best players around the world, you guys gotta add Hody Jones into this deck. Hody Jones, that is a top tier, one of a kind, must get card to make this. And of course, you could also spice it up with Carrot. So many good cards, and of course, our 10 Dawn. One of the 4 Emperors. Look at that. We got ourselves Buggy. Talking about fake it till you make it. That's the homie Buggy. Faking it till he made it to the grand kingdom of the One Piece. Boom. You see those perfect rips? I've opened up thousands of booster packs live for people, and we've pulled some of the rarest cards. If you guys want to catch us live, guys, make sure to catch us live. Make sure to click on the link down below and get yourself $15 for free, because we've been pulling fire for all of y'all all day long. Carrot. All right, here goes. The trick, guys. There's a little slip right here. You see that? Scratch it off just like that. Buttery smooth, PSA 10 worthy. We are official PSA dealers as well, so you already know we're going to be getting this leader graded. I'm going to be slapping the PSA 10 on my opponents, and hopefully that gives me a W. Crocodile and Mihawk. So if you guys haven't noticed, some of these decks have dynamic duels in there. We got Buggy the Clown. Okay, now this deck, guys, this deck is a beauty because this is like, it's true to the homage of the One Piece. Buggy the Clown. It's about tricking your opponent and controlling the board. You want to use combo style of effects to stay ahead of the curve. This is one of those, if you like to clown your opponent, this Buggy the Clown is a must-have. They literally give you all the best cards to get started. This is like the best moment to get into One Piece if you're a new player. If you love One Piece and want to get into the TCG, you guys gotta hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the like button if you enjoy this type of video. And definitely recommend you guys to add the promo. Oh, never mind. It's already in here. They even give you must-have cards. What the heck? But I'll definitely say to add Love Beam to this for some defensive plays. And you could also add some other cool SRs like Dracula Mihawk to make this deck top tier. This one's a tricky one. But even better, we gotta go with the top of the top, the beast of the beast, the one everybody wants. If you love One Piece, it's Gear 5 Luffy. Come on. Come on, y'all. We're going in. This is the one I'm hyped. Can we pull something off of these OP11 booster packs? That is the question. There's another trick to get those PSA 10s. If you rip it like that, you actually don't damage the card. That's a second technique. I learned it from a pro collector at a big collecticon. They showed me that one recently. I'm usually all scissors, but I've actually gotten better at my manual rips, but it's always risky. Okay, here we go. Carrot, come on, give me a hit. Oh, finally a hit. Finally a hit. Super rare. We'll take that one. That's a good one. And of course, the trick, guys, you got to scratch that off, kind of like the lotto scratchers. And let's see if we could get a lucky fire deck right here. Get me those first place winning decks. Now, purple, black Luffy. This is a dual color deck, one of the first dual colors. Dual colors are very strong, but they have a little bit less life. Very powerful. This one's all about flexibility with your Dawn. So you're gonna be manipulating Dawn, Nico Robin. Oh my gosh, the waifus are real here. We got ourselves two Nico Robins, Monkey D. Luffy. Oh my goodness. Very, very good cards. Like I said before, you need two of those to make this deck top tier. And we got ourselves Sabo Mask. Okay, we're going in it. We got ourselves Tony Chopper, our blockers, Frankie. Yeah, this deck is heavily around manipulating your Dawn and bringing out the Straw Hat Crews. Obviously, you can make this deck into an S tier deck if you start adding some of the best cards from other booster boxes. You could add yourself Bonnie. I mean, not Bonnie. Mr. Tuban, sorry. Mr. Tuban and the secret rare Luffy from EBO2. That card I saw is worth like a couple $60, but it's worth it. If you want to win, get yourself the EBO2. If you could pull yourself some of those fire cards, you'll be making this into a top tier. You could also add the 10-drop gold Monkey D. Luffy that we actually pulled live for somebody on our stream into this deck, and you're going to be flexing. Oh my gosh, that was a fire deck. Here we go with another one. Starter deck 27 now. This one is for those of you that, if you're a competitive player, they call it degenerate type of deck. Degenerate because it is all about controlling your opponent and not letting your opponent do anything. This deck is one of the top meta decks according to the player's guide and according to top players around the world. And we're ripping, guys. Let's get a hit. How many boxes have we opened? How many starter decks? 5? We got to get something. Give me something more than an SR. Or are these starter decks whack when it comes to the booster packs? Come on. Make sure to catch us live. We are going to be opening up a lot of these starter decks live and a lot of these booster packs. I have heard of people pulling mangas off of the starter deck booster packs. Let's see if we can get that lucky here. Now, we got Blackbeard, otherwise known as Marshall D. Teach. All the characters in One Piece with D in front of it are beast. We got Kuzan, a must-have Marine Navy soldier. We'll take those guys. We got 2 of those. Those are a must. And of course, Marshall D. Teach, another fire card. We got 2 of those. Like always, you got to get 2 of these in order to make a top tier deck to get those play sets. And of course, we're going in with the card list. If you want to make this into a top tier deck, guys, you got to add Laboon. You already know that Laboon is worth a pretty penny, but that's what makes this deck into a S tier. Don't sleep on the Laboon. You could also add the 10-drop Teach from OP09. That one will make this deck into a must-win deck. Honestly, guys, this deck is already set up to take some W's just by the way the leader works. Nullify your opponent. Don't let them do anything and stop them from fighting back. And it has searching as well. Honestly, one of the most busted decks out of all of them. And we gotta finish off strong with one of the best waifu characters in One Piece. We got ourselves Yamato and, of course, the OP010. So far, out of all of these, we haven't been able to hit something really good. We hit one super rare. We gotta get a big hit here, guys. And if you haven't hit the subscribe, share this to any of your friends that want to get into I saw something nice. Miss putting, super rare finish. Okay. And this one, according to people online, they did say from a top regional player, they did say, oh shoot, this one I kind of messed. Oh, there it is. According to a top regional player, they did say that Yamato is one of those sneaky decks that could get you a big regional prize. And some of the regional prizings in One Piece, guys, go for thousands. We got ourselves a beautiful Momo, the dragon, and Yamato. Guys, just the exclusives are beautiful. And if you guys want to pick some up, make sure to check us out. Matrix TCG to support the Supah Playaz. If you guys want to support us and get some of your Supah collectibles from us and catch us live, guys, because this is only the beginning. This is a dual color deck. Dual color decks are very strong. They do start off with less life, but Yamato is one of those smart and defensive aggro style of gameplay. Since the leader by itself deals 2 damage every time it attacks, you could double hit your opponent 2 attacks and you pretty much take mostly all your opponent's life away. And if you want to make this into a S tier deck, I highly recommend to add the Zoro. There's a Zoro that has triple attack. I think it was OP6, I think. That Zoro will come in and deal damage after Yamato has swung. And of course, you want to add maybe some Laws in there, some Hody Jones in there. Add some of the best green and yellow cards into this, and you're going to be looking at a top winning deck. And of course, the Don. And like we always say, y'all stay Supah. Get those wins.